If you still doubt whether you should change how you talk to your young learners, this video is just for you. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use your own voice as a young learner's language teaching tool, how to give instructions they follow, ask questions that spark thinking, respond in ways that build confidence, and turn everyday classroom talk into a system that children actually learn from. No more wasted words. No more frustrated silence. Hi, I'm Nasser Musafai, and every Thursday on Teaching Dream, we break down Teaching English 101 for young learners you like. Here's a truth many teachers, many new teachers miss. Teacher talk is not your explanation. It's your environment. For a 4 to 12-year-old brain, language is not just meaning. It's a signal system. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about each and every word I'm telling you right now in detail. But by now, take this from me. Your voice tells them when to listen, when to move, when it's safe to speak. Young learners don't separate language from action. Their brain wire words to behavior. Let me give you 2 approaches for teaching color red. First, the color we are teaching today is called red. It is the color of many things like apples and stop red signs. The second scenario, teacher holds up a big red apple or a ball and says, of course with emphasis, red, red, look, red. So, when your talk is unclear, the child doesn't think, I don't understand English. They think, I don't know what to do. And uncertainty kills participation. Novice teachers talk about the lesson instead of running the lesson with language. You hear things like, okay everyone, now what we are going to do is an activity where, come on, this is explanation, not teacher talk. Explanation delays action. Young learners switch off. They switch off before verb comes. Instead, think of teacher talk as functional commands, not explanations. Let me give you how to do that step by step. First, decide the action. Sit, point, say, write. Then, lead with the verb, not extra words before it. So start your sentence, start your command with a verb. So instead of saying, okay, now I want you to open your books to page 10, you say, books, page 10, look. This is short, physical, clear. And this leads to the next problem teachers struggle with. You've probably heard this rule. Teacher talking time should be low. Well, from now on, sometimes I would say TTT, which means teacher talking time. But with children, that rule breaks fast. It might surprise you, but less teacher talk is not always better. Better teacher talk is better. Young learners need models before they produce language. Their brain learn patterns by hearing them many times. So repetition here is very important. In the same voice, in the same situations. Your talk is the language model, the emotional anchor, which means your feelings are contagious. If you're happy, they will get happy. If you're burnt out, soon they start yawning and they want to finish the class. The safe signal. For example, a quick, careful, good job signals safety and success. If you stop supporting students too soon, they feel lost and scared rather than independent. New teachers here reduce TTT and do this. They stop talking, but they also stop supporting. They give an instruction once, then they go silent. Then the chaos starts in the class. Inside their head is, I shouldn't talk too much. That guilt-based silence helps no one. Instead, replace the idea of less talk with purposeful talk. Here is a simple filter you can use in real time. Ask yourself, is my talk modeling language? Is it guiding action? Is it coming or focusing the lesson? If yes, talk. If no, cut it. Say the same useful phrase or phrases again and again, but keep it short. The part I'm going to talk about sounds familiar to you. Sometimes good interactions go wrong. Teachers either oversimplify and sound unnatural or speak naturally and lose half the class. Both hurt learning. Children process language in chunks, not sentences. They catch keywords, rhythm, intonation, not complete grammar. So, clarity beats complexity every time. Teachers grade language by using baby talk, avoiding real English, or overusing some words like okay, yeah. That lowers input quality and slows acquisition. Instead, grade how, not what you say. Let me introduce some concrete steps and practical ways how to perform grading of how, not what. Use full sentences, but short ones. Take your pencil, not pencil, pencil. Choose high-frequency words. Take, put, stop, look. They are very common words. Control speed, not grammar. Speak slower. Pause between chunks. They help a lot. One more thing you can do is use intonation as meaning. Falling tone means stop. Rising tone means respond. Now, watch the students. If you see blank faces, delayed reactions, or students copying others without understanding them, stop. Rephrase. Show with your body. Do not repeat the same sentence louder. That's punishment. That's not grading. That's noise. And once your language is clear and well graded, the next question naturally comes up. How do I make sure they understand without Translating. L1. That's where we are going next. So, your language is clear. Your sentences are shorter. But some students still freeze. This is the moment many teachers jump to L1 too fast. I hope this is not your case. Young learners don't decode language word by word. They build meaning from signals, voice, movement, objects, and also context. When meaning comes from multiple channels, the brain locks it in faster and remembers it longer. Teachers mostly either translate everything or refuse L1 completely. Even when meaning collapses, both break learning. Translation, on the one hand, trains dependency, and no support causes confusion. Instead, make English understandable before you translate. How? It's simple. Take 4 steps. First, say it. Short, clear. One action. Then show it. Use your body, room, objects. In the third stage, do it together. You do, they mirror. Only then, if meaning is still unclear, use one word in L1 to support. Not a sentence, not an explanation in L1. Just the missing meaning. That's multimodal input. Language plus experience. And once students understand your talk, the next pressure point appears fast. Okay, let's be honest. Most classroom problems are not behavior problems. They are instruction problems. Children can only hold 1 or 2 steps in working memory. Long instructions overload their brain. The result looks like disobedience, but it's not. It's confusion. Teachers explain the whole task first, while students hear a blare, then silence, then panic. Instead, use the say, show, one example rule. The 3-step example. Step by step. Say the first action only. Color blue. Color is the action. Blue. In the second part, show it immediately. Teachers point to the picture of the dog, picks up the blue crayon, and colors a small part of the dog. And in the third step, do one example together. Teacher waits for 2 or 3 students to start coloring the dog blue correctly. Then stop talking. Let them start. No speeches. Name strategic silence. This is where silence works. Give the instruction, model once, then stop talking. That pause is not awkward. It's productive. And when instructions work well, something powerful happens next. Here is where teacher talk stops being random and becomes teachable language. Young learners love predictability. When the same phrases repeat, the brain relaxes, attention increases, language gets acquired naturally. Your classroom becomes a language-rich environment, not a guessing game. Teachers change their wording constantly. Quiet down. Can you hear me now? Shh. Settle down, everyone. Same action. 4 or 5 different phrases. Students never internalize any of them. Build a core classroom phrase bank. For example, eyes on me, hands down, ready, go. Use the same phrase, same tone, same moment every day. Tiny choice, big outcome. One repeated phrase used daily becomes students' own language in weeks. And once your classroom language is stable and predictable, you can finally ask better questions and hear real answers. That's exactly where we go next. Here is where many teachers hit a wall. Questions don't get answers. You ask. Students stare. No one talks. Questions are bridges for thinking. Without them, the brain drifts. With them, it activates reasoning, attention, and language production. Novice teachers rely on yes-no questions only. Is it a cat? Yes. No. Or they use display questions. What color is this? Yellow. Repeated endlessly. Or they rush to feel silence. They're afraid of silence. They think learning is not happening. The result is chaos. Chorus responses, no talking, no thinking, no language growth. Instead, use a questioning toolkit. You need to mix up your question types. Ask those confidence boosters, the what's this questions, where you know they know the answer, then immediately follow up with referential questions that force them to retrieve real information, like what did you do at the break time? And don't forget the action questions. Simple things like raise your hand if you like pizza. That gets bodies moving and thinking without demanding complex speech. But here is the part everyone forgets. Wait time matters. After you ask anything, you must count to 5 in your head. Seriously. Pause for 3 to 5 seconds. That silence, that's not awkward. That's the sound of students thinking and learning. Silence is your friend, not the class enemy. And finally, when they answer or hesitate, encourage without pressure. We want language, but we will take anything to start. Invite multiple ways to answer. If they give you a nod, take it. If they give you one word, celebrate it. A one-word reply or a gesture is a massive win when they are scared to speak English. Accept the small step. The full sentence, don't worry, will come later. Now that questions and everything else work, responses can go wrong fast. Children are afraid to try. They are risk averse. If corrected harshly, they shut down. If ignored, they repeat errors. But if helped or scaffolded gently, language grows and confidence rises. The common mistake I see most teachers do is they correct everything loudly. No! It's he goes, not he go. Or praise superficially. Good job. Both hurt learning. Instead, do this. Recast errors naturally. Student, he go park. Teacher, yes, he goes to the park. It's a recast. And even expand the output. And you can add new language to it. He goes to the park. He's happy there. The next thing you can do is praise purposefully. Be specific. Say why you are praising that person. I like how you use 3 colors to describe your drawing. So, next time when a child gives a wrong answer, freeze. Ask yourself, will I shut down their effort or grow it? Then make your move consciously. We have talked about consistent language, but now we have to tackle the biggest variable, age. You cannot talk to a 5-year-old the same way as you talk to an 11-year-old. It causes chaos. The core difference is their thinking. Little ones are totally concrete. They need visuals and fast, simple verbs. The 7 to 9, the middle group, can start handling tiny explanations and they love interaction. But your 10 to 12-year-olds are ready for a little abstraction, longer instructions, and they start noticing how they sound. The common mistake I see mostly in young learners classes is giving long complex instructions to 5-year-olds or giving the 11-year-olds overly simple baby talk. Both lead to boredom or fake compliance. To wrap this up, think of your classroom language as the environment you create. It must be powerful, consistent, and carefully graded to their age. Stop talking about the language and start living in it with them. Remember the golden rule? Say it, show it, do one together. Small, deliberate changes in your talk, like chunking instructions and using strategic silence, don't just manage the room. They directly unlock their learning. You have the tools. Make every word count. See you next Thursday in Teaching Dream.